Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry, big hips here, Brandon. Just take a little more space. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Thank you all for the standing ovation award today. Please have a seat. I've been thinking a lot lately, actually my whole life, about fitting in and the different ways and places that I don't fit in, or where I've been trying to find my fit, my place. And I'm going to tell you a couple of different ways I do that. My name is Samantha V. My last name is difficult to spell, impossible to pronounce, and a bitch in every possible way, which is why I go by Samantha V. When I was a little kid, I was quite a tomboy, and if you called me Samantha, give me a little I really didn't like Samantha. It was too girly. It didn't fit me. My mother named me Samantha Beth because she loved Samantha on Bewitched. What was the actress's name? But Samantha Elizabeth would have been too long. So, later in my life, I worked at a place where there was also a Jan and a Pam. And every time somebody called for them, inevitably they were not calling for me. But I always thought they were calling for me when they said on the intercom, "You got a call on line 1?" So I said, you know what, if I actually have a call, just say Samantha. And the older I got, the more I started appreciating the name Samantha, because, it gave me a little bit more of a feminine appeal when I wasn't so aggressively against that. And also, it stands out a little bit more because not only do you have a lot of other Sams who are also named Samantha, but you have Sams who are just Sam, or Sams who are Samuel, or whatever. But Sam and Samuel are probably never going to get confused with Samantha. So I like, and whenever someone asks me, do you prefer Samantha or Sam? It's like, it's a complicated situation. If you're talking to me and you say Sam, I'm not going to get offended. But I like it if you say Samantha if you're talking about me. And the whole femininity in my name and blah 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 is not necessarily as important to me as the identity of it. And for a while, when I was first coming to the salons, I like to say Samantha V and Associates. That's me. And then whoever's hanging out, helping me out, they're my associates. Y'all are my associates right now. You're watching me. You are helping me because without you, I'd just be talking to myself. So, in thinking of the femininity thing, I also remember as a little kid that actually my entire life, the fit of clothing has always been an arduous task for me. I think I started being fat in maybe 3rd grade. Before that, I never really thought about my weight or my size or, what society fucking thought about them anyways. But I did really hate fabrics. I've always had, a hard time with jewelry. I don't like anything touching my skin too much because it irritates me. In fact, my skin is so sensitive that I couldn't even have earrings in unless they were pure gold or I'd get infections. And when I was little, you're a little girl, your mom likes to take a bunch of pictures. And it was cute to wear a dress, and I didn't mind it because I was totally enamored with myself and how cute I was. This is how I pose. I have from age 4 to whatever. And I really fucking hated jeans when I was a kid. I don't know why, but my mom said that she couldn't get me to put a pair of jeans past my ankles. Now it's like, oh, I love jeans until I've eaten a little too much. I get a little too snug. And, you know, I'm really short but really wide, and they just don't make a lot of things that fit that profile. And I tend to have jeans that get drug on the ground and all tattered up, or God forbid I have to sit down in them. Excuse me, well, these are not a good fit. Actually, they're not doing too bad. They got a couple layers in. So I would wear slacks as a kid. And I didn't, at a certain point, I didn't like dresses because they were too girly. And the older I got, the more I realized pants suck. And, you know, there's not a lot of places that make cute, comfortable clothing for large people. And it seems like they want you to wear loud, audacious colors, or floral prints, or just fucking trash bags. So you know what I say? These fucking caftans or whatever cost me $10 at Ross. They're comfortable as shit. Yes. So I like to say my style is couturist. Yes. And so what if I stand out, right? Hell, I'm fucking dying to get people to pay attention. You cannot help but see my ass coming down the street. But that's also a little bit of a coping mechanism. Because I need the attention, but I only get it in a negative way sometimes, if it weren't up to me. If I didn't control the laughs in the crowd, if I didn't say, fuck you, I'm going to wear the loudest fucking thing on the block, then somebody would make fun of me. But I take the control when I decide to make that choice for myself. But I've always kind of struggled to find where I belong. I have always been too much of something or not enough of something to really fit places. I'm too loud. I'm too flighty. I talk a mile a minute. I was not smart enough to really hang out with the nerdy kids, but I was way too smart to hang out with the cool kids. I wasn't ennui enough for the goth kids. I tried to. Man, I wanted to be like part of their crowd, and I looked like it. I remember my fucking giant kickwears were fitting my textbooks in the gigantic pockets of my pants, and just getting myself bruising other kids too. Sorry, my science book. You know, I'm too straight. I feel too straight to be queer. But I'm definitely queerer than straight people. I'm too big, too messy, not interesting enough, not intelligent, not subdued enough. I say the first thing that comes to my mind, and that often pisses people off or hurts people's feelings, even though I don't want to. And, I keep trying, looking for the places in communities or in the workplace or with my family where I make sense. And it's always a little bit off somewhere. Even in this community, I know it's, kind of sad, and it seems like maybe I belong here. Someone once told me, you're like the stop motion plant mascot. I'm like, this is because I'm big and loud. But sometimes I feel like that edge is just not smooth enough. And it's not really where that piece belongs. But I try to I still try to fit the pieces together. The pieces of myself that have been broken by by trying to fit other places where I don't really belong. And I try to make the connection when I experience other people's art, when I see other people, when people are brave enough to share their vulnerability with me. And, sometimes I have a really hard time remembering certain things, so I have to, my brain doesn't really connect. I often find that people, I'm literally not speaking the same language as people sometimes. And I will say something, and everyone else will hear something else, and I'm like, no, that's not what I meant at all. Or I'll hear something and think a completely different thing that was intended. But I think that's the wonderful thing about art, and especially performative art, is that the story that the artist is telling, or that they intended to tell when they're telling their story, is not necessarily the direct message that the audience might receive. You might receive a little tidbit that relates to your life that maybe didn't relate to mine, but my words made you remember that. Or maybe I saw somebody cut up a piece of fruit and it reminded me of another piece that I saw that was just like, not just like that, enough like that, that I remembered it. And I don't mean to tell somebody, hey, your work is derivative. I really generally don't. That's not sarcasm. My purpose is to make those connections in my mind. The weird, off-kilter, fucked up, not fitting, bizarre fucking way that my brain will make the connection. And maybe say it out loud. And mention to you, hey, I don't remember why I know you or where I met you, but you look familiar as fuck.
Yeah, we better prop up with them.
Hell yeah. I know I met you somewhere, and if I didn't, maybe it was in another life. And so my purpose in life is not to find where I fit in the big picture, but to just do the best that I can to make the connections. Thank you. Please join us again tomorrow for another free, beautiful show with more art that you can make the connection with.